In a world without shame, clopfics run rampant across the internet, and from its most evil pits spring stories so horrifying it will chill the soul. In this world, 3 brave souls wade through the filth to find the most disturbing and poorly written clopfics on the net. Will they survive? Ma bieu!
One, 2, 3, recording.
Okay,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
that is better. That's
All right. I've been practicing. Not really.
I did not have sexual relations. I did not have sexual relations with that pony.
Oh, God.
I don't even. Okay.
Anyway, so, welcome to Clopmas Part 2. Today we're continuing on with the...
On the first day of Clopmas.
My true love gave to me.
We totally need to write that song.
Bill Clinton gave to me. No. What did Bill Clinton give to you?
Dressing in my pussy.
I may have fallen off the floor. That's genius. Someone write this down. This is gold. Won't you write this down?
Yeah, no. It's like...
On the first day of school.
Gave to me. We need to do the 12 Days of Clopmas, just the song. And one of them is like, five rapist bands.
God. They've got to be from the stories we read, like the good bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or 5 asshole Hitlers.
Okay, well, at least we have salad dressing in my pussy for the...
Yes, we
for
do.
the first...
It's great. And continue.
Here, hold on.
Anyway,
I'm writing it down.
So, welcome to the second day of Clopmas. We're continuing on with Pinky's Sexual Insane Food Nightmare. For
Hold
those
on.
of you who weren't here last time, which,
Step.
if you weren't here last time, it's a fucking podcast. Go back and listen to it.
I now have a craving for salad.
Oh, I thought you were totally going to say something else. Okay.
I have those cravings all the time. I thought that was a given. I didn't have to explain them.
No, we know, dude.
I was going to say, we know. Okay.
Anyway. Anyway.
Chapter 2. Can I start chapter 2?
No! I mean, yes.
You know, I'm going to kick you out of the bed.
I was going to do it last time, but okay. Let's do it. Just watch our
Okay.
previous episode.
Chapter 2, Bill, the Sandwich Monster. Louder than Spike's adult dragon claws stomping around Ponyville in an unstoppable rampage, Pinky heard the beast approaching. The horror of such a monstrosity coming closer and closer her way made the mare freeze with fear. And in the distance, she could see its single blood-red olive eye glaring at her, its half-baked red skin being a tint darker than light brown and suspended by two sharp toothpicks for legs. Each step drilled a fair-sized hole in the ground, Katie, and a burbling of mayonnaise, a bit of mustard for flavor, splashed down on the blackened ground below. It reached them. Sandwich Bill, the second scariest thing Pinky had ever seen in her entire young life.
Sandwich Bill.
I like how it's only the second scariest thing.
Its olive eye on top seeming to glance at her with provocative anger. What?
Just like the real Bill.
Its crust gripped from the sides, acting like hands, and snatched Pinky up into the air. By then, the poor defenseless girl, so she's
definitely a girl.
okay, contained not a clue of what to do. She could try and break free, but her hands wouldn't move for some reason. She tried to yell, but no sound left her lips. Up and up she went, kicking over its open mouth. At the very wait, are you gonna be eaten by a sandwich? Okay, anyway, at the very summit, the pony could
It's a sandwich of orophilia.
yeah. At the very summit, the pony could see razor-sharp lettuce, teeth, and tomato gums. Eager to get a taste of her. Just trying to imagine that is weird.
It's like a fucking really bad acid trip.
Yeah. In only a second, Pinky was devoured whole. While she slithered down, the salad monster yelled to his pet.
Now take it to the next individual. No doubt we've kept him waiting long enough.
Wait! You can't use... Oh, yeah, that was the salad monster. Okay, I was like, you can't use the same voice for the sandwich. Yeah. Pinky could feel the head nodding from where she sat, curled up, goo slithering into her mane coat. Rough bread rubbed against her backside while she sank further down into its throat. Pinky felt herself being gulped down even more. And every little bit of light finally became darkness. Inside the belly of the beast, Pinky could barely hear a sound from outside. Everything except the rhythmic vibrations coming from below her body was tightly squeezing wall, pushing her up against another opposite from the one in front. What?
What?
That's
Just...
I'm confused.
Another opposite from the one in front.
So... confused. So very confused.
Okay, pushing her up against another, and then there should have been a comet there, or a comma there, opposite from the one in front. So it's another wall that's like a tightly squeezing wall, but it's on the opposite side, and the person forgot a comma. That's what happened. Okay. The bumpy shake created from the monster steps soon became as familiar to her own heartbeat. How long had she been delving, slithering further into its bowels? It seemed like hours, trapped and confined to the slime that coated the intestines of this thing. And yet somehow she couldn't help herself when she finally became rather hungry. If anything, the bitter taste that forced its way into her mouth made her shrill in euphoric paranoia. Being both stimulated by the tingling sensation of skimming her way down combined with the nervous impulse of fatality couldn't be any more unique at this point.
I'm so confused.
Unique would be a word I would use.
Wait, what? Both of you just like...
Unique, I guess, is a good word for this.
Yeah.
I'm confused by the sexual appeal of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Soon she reached the center, the stomach, the point at which true digestion would take place. Through a hole from up above, Pinky fell into an orange pond. Splashing on her land, she swam back up for a gasp of air. Unfortunately, the toxins that fused with the top side of the room was so foul, Pinky almost fainted. She quickly found a small island surrounded by the dense liquid and decided it best to swim towards it, hopeful this stuff was ruining her hair colors. This stuff that was ruining her hair colors would wash off easily. But much to her dismay, it didn't. No matter how hard Pinky tried, the gunk just wasn't coming off. Not without some water, shampoo, and conditioner. And as sticky as glue and rank with odd smells, the orange acids would take hours to get off and out of her coat. By now, despite being slightly aroused for whatever reason, Pinky panicked and screamed for help.
What?
Answered. I don't know. Only the burbling of bubbles comforted her until she gave up hope, sat down holding herself tightly, and heard a voice seemingly coming from beyond the wall behind her.
What's wrong, Pinky?
You can't do Bane again.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to do it. Hold on. Let me get in character.
Pinky?
Let me get in character. I did not have sexual relations with that.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that pony. What's wrong, Pinky?
I actually did. Joke's on you.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong, Pinky?
She turned around to see who was there, but only saw the deformed formations. That's really a bad word.
Formation.
That's really bad.
So illiterate.
That reflected on on the water. Who's there?
Sandwich fills the name, and I must say, you're quite the tasty one. He's turning into like he's turning into the Kentucky Fried.
I'm gonna do a sandwich bit.
Okay, your Bill Clinton is horrid, but
and I must say, you're quite the tasty one.
This is even worse.
Shut up.
What's that supposed to mean? Pinky questioned her host. For a moment he didn't speak, but soon enough the deep voice returned.
I've had my fair share of delicacies over the years, but you were sweet with cake and candy. I could literally taste everything you've eaten in the past few weeks.
Ew.
Such a girl like you to enjoy rich foods like these is almost as unheard of. Don't you even try to watch your weight.
Pinky stood, trying once again to wipe away the putrid material that saturated her waist. Are you calling me fat? A loud laugh.
Of course not. I just thought women like you worried about the things you put inside yourself. There's not anything healthy about devouring so much junk food. Shut the fuck up. At least, not if you wish to maintain that slim figure of yours. I am something like George Bush. Shut the fuck up.
Pinky shook her head, then
I'll
tried
say my Southern Kentucky Fried General voice isn't sounding too bad.
Yeah.
That's going to be the next voice.
Continue.
Then Pinky shook her head, then tried once more to remove the glue-like substance from her mane. What is this stuff, Joe? He laughed again, but this time making the entire room shake a little while he bellowed.
Actually,
He said after calming down.
it's a bit of jelly, some condiments, but with my own biological flair. In short, it's also an aphrodisiac.
Pause. Of course it is. Of course it is. Like, honestly, really? Oh, wow. You're so unique. It's an aphrodisiac. Oh.
You're
Thank you.
so jaded.
You know what made this story even greater? Even greater is if he said it's, in short, it's also a hallucinogenic. Because then, bam, she's already fucking in this world. What happens if she starts tripping balls in this world?
Ornception!
I don't know. Okay, anyway. Pinky tilted her head. What's that?
It's a chemical, I think. That's supposed to make you feel good.
How good? What? Did you hear me? Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm spacing out. The monster waited a bit before saying,
Like you need sex.
Pinky nodded. Why does it smell so bad?
It doesn't smell that bad, does it?
Pinky giggled. Oh, yeah, I'm suffocating.
I'm that nauseated.
I think Pinky looked around and then admitted, well, it's actually not that bad now. I'm getting used to it, but why do you have to make me all horny like?
Say that again.
No.
We haven't recorded, dude. Don't worry.
For a friend.
Pinky blinked. What sort of friend? For the third and final time, Bill laughed.
Oh, you'll see. It's best to let this stuff sink into your lungs and do its work. If you don't, you might now. Hey, what are you doing?
Pinky's cheeks suddenly puffed up. She was holding her breath.
Fine, don't listen to me.
The sandwich monster said. Pinky began turning blue.
Oh, Pinky.
She was now becoming purple.
Pinky, stop this. Just breathe it in. It's not poisonous. Much.
By now?
Much.
By now? Ew. By now?
I'm President Bill Clinton. I'll approve this message.
Oh, shut up. By now?
Just go.
Yeah. By now? Her eyes closed shut while her face continued to change color. Luckily for her, however, they reached their destination just in time. Immediately, Pinky was spat out, launched downward from her little island, and through Bill's deformed opening. She landed back on the black surface, painted with mustard yet again. She coughed a few times before turning around to see Bill walking off, his crusty hands waving goodbye. She wiped some orange off her cheek and then looked behind her. From where she stood, Pinky couldn't make out what she was glaring at. It best resembled a chasm, but in all actuality, it was far more sinister than she'd ever imagined.
That was
Anybody
a
else?
terrible chapter. Oh my God.
Anybody else feel like this is like a bona fide version of a story called Alice in Food Rape Land?
I never even thought of that. I think that we should read a different story and then come back to this one after that.
Yes.
Because we need something else.
Yes.
So, next.
Big Mac. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're reading next.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Big Mac. Here it
Yeah.
comes. Literally.
You're old.
The legend of Boner Plow lives on.
Oh, no more Boner Plow, please. Here it comes.
Google Boner Plow, everyone listening.
You've seen
Just
it.
Google it.
You showed it to us.
No, I'm telling the listeners to do it.
Oh, yes. We'll
Okay.
wait. No, we won't.
Yeah, we'll wait and give you time to Google Boner Plow.
He's lying. We're not going to. We're going to start reading now. Chapter 1. No ordinary sandwich.
Oh, God, no.
Go, Kit Kats.
Big Mac sighed as he pulled the final cart of apples up to the side of the barn. His muscles were taut, and his coat glistened with the laborious sweat of a full day's work of apple bucking.
Ooh.
It wasn't exactly a hard job for a stallion like Big Mac.
Yeah.
It would make even members of the Royal Guard jealous.
Bow, bow.
Each of his legs was almost the thickness of a medium-sized sapling. And when he... What?
Bow, bow.
Oh my god. And when he bucked a tree, every tree for several feet around shook, and the crack of thunder sounded throughout the orchard. That was how a pony could tell that Big Mac was out in the fields and working hard.
Giggity.
Every day he would help his sister, Applejack, buck the apple trees, perform household chores, and to top it all off would be the one who brought the fully loaded carts of apples all the way back to the barn for storage until market time. Well, cart's finally back and loaded up. Guess I should get all unhitched and go get cleaned up. Afterwards, God, he talks a lot. I think I'll go into the town.
He's thinking. He doesn't
and get myself a little treat. I think I've earned it with all the work I've been doing lately. Big Mac unlatched himself from the last apple cart and let his harness drop from his broad shoulders.
Wow.
A wave of relief washed over him as the slightly cumbersome weight was lifted from him. Ooh, boy. That was sure a good day of work, wasn't it, Mac? You and AJ filled your quota for the day, plus an extra 30 bushels. Talk about overtime. A deep masculine chuckle came from Big Mac's throat as he thought about all the work that he'd done that day. With the quota beyond fulfilled, this meant that they could quite possibly shave a few days to a week off their total harvesting time if they kept up the pace. Mac went into analyzation mode. The world faded away and his eyes glazed over as he began to calculate the numbers in his head. Well, if it takes us 1 day to buck this much, we need this much by the end of the month, and we need this much by the end of the month. As Mac began to perform the complex equations in his head, his hoof moved rapidly back and forth, as if drawing a picture in the air.
Oh,
To anyone else, it would have looked like Mac was dreaming, but for him, it was science. Carry the 7. Whoa, Nelly! If we keep this pace...
Whoa, Nelly!
Anybody? Okay, Nate. I have to ask you an important question. Ever notice that the more we annoy Kit Kat, the faster she reads?
She doesn't necessarily...
Well, it's because I'm actually
Faster.
done. It's because you guys go off on tangents for like 10 minutes and then...
That's what's funny about podcasts, is they...
I know, but we're never going to get anything done, though. If we're still on the story, we have to finish the story after your tangent, too.
Alright, anyway.
Okay, we can have the whole orchard cleared out and prepared for selling almost a week early. We'll be able to get an early jump on all the competition. Big Mac's smile spread from almost ear to ear. Yep, that's those apples for you. Big Mac chuckled once more before leaving the barn.
Actually, him talking.
I am aware of that.
No, that's for everyone else to know.
He turned around.
Be considerate. Oh, yeah.
He had stored nearby, locking up their precious produce for the night. Well, better head inside and get cleaned up. It's pretty late in the afternoon, and I don't know off the top of my head what time they close. Better go take a shower pretty darn quick. Big Mac trotted off towards the main house. Are we going to have like a slow motion scene where he's in the shower? Because it seems like it's going to be that way at this point. Big Mac trotted off towards the main house as fast as he could. One could almost say that he was skipping with excitement as he neared the doors of the house. Big Mike? Why are you so excited by it? The door she had just opened, watching her brother practically hop in place.
You cut out or skipped. You didn't say Apple Bloom stood by.
I think we all assume that it's Apple Bloom standing there saying that.
Well, I did say that. I cut out, though.
Just a disturbingly accurate Apple Bloom, even while saying the worst things imaginable.
Shut up. Apple Bloom stood by the door she had just opened.
My brains!
We all remember, Kit. We remember the day you destroyed the CMCs for us forever.
Oh, God.
I still have nightmares.
Nightmare!
I should show that episode to Senna.
Do it!
Why haven't you done that yet?
Oh my God! Ruin his love of Apple Bloom forever.
For those of you wondering what the fuck we're talking about, the Brony community we're a member of, there's this dude named Senna, and he has an obsession with Apple Bloom.
He loves Apple Bloom.
He does.
She takes everywhere. And we want to destroy his love, because we love destroying beautiful things.
We don't have love, and neither can he.
All of our love has been destroyed and replaced with bitter cynicism.
And hate. Bitter cynicism and hate. This is what happens when you get into this rabbit hole we've dove down.
Continue.
It's the best thing, little sis. I'm going to Mickey D's.
And it's spelled like Mickey Mouse's first name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, because there's the E's missing, but anyway.
Oh, anyway.
Big Mac stepped out of the front door of the Apple residence and smirked as he felt the wind flowing through his mane. His coat shined with the same luster as a recently waxed chariot, and his mane glistened as the water struck the... Seriously, how much of a boner does this person have for Big Mac?
Oh my God. I'm just picturing like a slow-mo Baywatch scene.
I know, right? His mane glistened.
Big
As
Mac
the water
grabbed me and plunged his cock into my ass.
Oh, God. As the water struck the droplets of water, struck the droplets of water still attached to his mane from his recent shower. In his left forehoof, he held a small bag of bits. He smiled at it.
Mooney,
What?
when we edit this, we're gonna add the Baywatch theme song.
I couldn't remember what he had, a small bag of bits or a small bag of dicks. What is it? Bits?
Bits, yeah. He smiled at it as he bounced it up and down, feeling the jingle of the coins vibrate through his hoof. Boy, sure is a good day to be Big Macintosh, ain't it? Well, better get going. He began with a brisk trot as he started to make his way towards Ponyville. As he traveled, he looked at the barren trees and frolicking wildlife around him. The sheer perfection of this scenario made him smile like a loon. Sure is a good day for a walk. Maybe I should have taken Apple Bloom with me.
No. Anytime those two are in the same fic, we need to keep them separate.
Max shook his head, smiling as he continued towards Ponyville. Ah, well, I'll just bring her along next time. Can't wait to taste that delicious sandwich. Dude, this thing is long.
This is long.
What the fuck is he? This is a clop fic, right? And not just like Big Mac porn?
Big Mac on Big Mac.
Dude, is he totally gonna fuck the Big Mac?
We don't know, but okay, just let me read the next paragraph, and it might answer some questions.
That's my vote.
He began to think of biting into those soft, warm buns. That special sauce would drip down his chin in little driblets as the juice inside the hay patty exploded into his mouth like a balefire bomb.
Yeah.
And who could forget the cheese? That gooey texture sticking to the patty and keeping the lettuce and tomato intact for that satisfying crunch.
Oh, yeah.
After he took the first bite,
Them happy meals. Oh, yeah.
I like how everyone just ignored the fact that the noises I made were supposed to sound like I was coming.
I think we were all ignoring that. More information we ever needed. Oh my God, no.
I couldn't let you ignore it.
Now,
Go on.
continue.
Dang, I love me a Big Mac, don't I? Max stopped immediately in his tracks, looking straight ahead with a 1,000-yard stare. There it was, shining before him like a beacon in the night. Those familiar golden arches stood tall and proud over Ponyville, basking it in a golden glow that signified good-tasting food for extremely low prices.
Damn.
Okay.
This sounds like an advertisement.
I know. Max completely
Apparently,
ignored...
equestrian McDonald's doesn't suck.
Apparently.
Max...
I'm trying to do creepy, fucked up whispers in the background. Don't acknowledge me.
I've been ignoring you.
Max completely ignored Sugar Cube Corner and walked past, moving shakily towards
How
the
could you,
McDonald's
Mac? How could you?
How
right
could
across
you?
the street. Ponies were going in and out of the restaurants, carrying to-go in their mouths. A dough full of burgers and
For
fries.
6 nipples, you can rub Big Mac.
The smell of fresh fries hit his nose like a truck.
Oh, yeah.
And water involuntarily. I better be
Okay,
there.
Kit Kat, stop.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Your mic quality has gone to shit.
Yeah.
Better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A little better, yeah. Keep reading.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What was I?
Go a little bit ahead of where, or behind where you are now.
You're talking about delicious sandwiches.
The smell of freshly fried fries hit his nose like a truck, and his mouth began to water involuntarily. I'd better get in there before I cause a flood in the street. Mac moved forward and pushed open the clear double entrance doors in front of him. Immediately, he was surprised that there were very few ponies in the ordering line.
For my nipples.
Most ponies already had their food and were munching it happily at the tables. Mac nearly stumbled to his knees. How can Mac stumble to his knees?
Oh, God.
Yeah, he would like have
What the fuck?
Like, stand up too quickly and you get all that blood rushing to your head and you go, nah.
No, he came on the floor and his knees
Flipping all over the place.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, I tried not to cause a flood. Like, just the expression of Kit Kat, she's like,
No, I yawned.
Oh, no. Grown bored with us.
He could get in and get out fast, or he wasn't sure what exactly he would end up doing. Mac's eyes looked up to the large neon menu hanging above him.
Some French fries at my ass.
He already had a pretty clear idea of what he was going to order, but some of the newer items were making him reconsider his choice of burger. They've got a habanero quarter pounder now? Oh, geez, that sounds pretty amazing. Actually, it really is. Might be a little too spicy, though. A Cool Ranch quarter pounder?
Kit Kat,
Hot dang.
Mike Ranch, he's going to shit.
Oh, man. I can't think of Cool Ranch the same way after the last
Oh, God.
Oh, God, yeah. Kit Kat, adjust your mic again.
I'll go first.
I did! It's like right by my mouth. I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay.
Okay,
Actually, better now.
Cool Ranch quarter pounder?
Right.
God dang, that sounds pretty nice. And they brought back some McFig, too. McFig? Oh, it must be...
McRib. It's gotta be
Yeah.
Figs.
figs. Oh, that sounds
I'm
disgusting.
rubbing my nipples.
I know! I was imagining like a sandwich with Fig Newtons in it, and I'm like, ew, sounds bad.
So figgy.
I love Fig Newtons rubbed all over my body.
Okay, then.
Anyway.
"Who can help whoever's next in line?" the cream-colored mayor from behind the counter called. She had an impatient glare on her face as she stared at the oblivious Macintosh. "Excuse me?"
Jumps over the counter and fucks her brains out. Literally.
Big Mac wants to rape every sandwich in the bar.
"I said that I can help you over her at this register."
Over her?
That's what it says.
Over her. You just have to fuck her and then get over her to me.
I can help you over her.
You really shouldn't do girl voices. That was just bad. That was just so bad.
Oh, yeah.
It was Southern Belle. You've heard this one.
Yeah. Big Mac still gave no
help
response.
you over here.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Sebastian Boy. Oh, God.
I'm
Here.
reading now. Okay. He was sitting on his haunches in the middle of the floor, drooling heavily. His eyelids seemed to flutter heavily, as if you were having some sort of daydream. "Sir, may I take your order, please? You're holding up the line." Max snapped out of his trance and fell face first onto the floor. "Huh? Oh, right. Sorry about that." Max shot up with a blush on his face, though it was barely noticeable due to the natural red color of his coat. He looked behind himself and saw a few stallions and mares all behind him, glaring impatiently. Max stepped up to the counter as he rubbed his head sheepishly and looked at the mare. Sorry about that. I'll have a Big Mac, please. Oh, and no pickles. Can't stand pickles." The mare nodded her head and began to press buttons on the cash
I
register.
love pickles.
All right.
Right.
"All right, so you'll be having one Big Mac, no pickles. Anything else?" Max simply shook his head as the mayor punched in the acceptance for the order. "All right, that'll be $2.75. In what world? Okay, anyway.
Seriously.
Only
It's
$2.75?
at least like $3.99. Come on.
I'm like, that's at least $4.
Who knows what the fucking conversion rate for bits to dollars is, because it's such a confusing...
This needs to be studied. What's the conversion from bits to dollars? Are we taking into consideration current American dollar inflation?
Yes.
I guess.
Get like an economist to just study My Little Pony and go...
Man, bits are worth a lot more than dollars, apparently.
All right, that'll be $2.75, sir. Will you be paying with cash, credit, or what the fuck kind of technology do they... Okay, you know what? No. With cash, credit, or debit. Also, for here or to go. I'll be paying with cash today, ma'am. To go. Thank you very much. And thanks for being so understanding. I'm sorry for holding up the line. Mac looked down at the floor, shame filling his eyes. He opened the small coin purse that he'd brought with him and pulled out 2 gold coins and a silver coin and a bronze coin. Thank you, sir. It's no problem at all.
Specific.
Really? I know, right? She
now,
punched it.
let's play guess what the coins are worth.
Shut the fuck up, Woody, now.
She punched a button, and Mac's receipt printed itself out. The mayor ripped it from the machine and handed it to Big Mac. She also handed him a copy receipt and a pen. All right. Sign here, please. Mac followed her orders and signed the copy receipt as fast as... Dude, seriously? Is it me, or is like this person putting in every single moment?
Oh my god, this is taking forever. Let's get to the phoning already.
Like, but the least they could do is at least, like, put him in the shower. That way you at least have some sexiness. But then they skipped that part and then had him take forever just to order. Wow.
Like, I'm seriously getting to the point where I'm concerned whether or not there's actually going to be any clap in this story, which is really sad, because I'm sitting here going, there is not enough fucking... Whenever I'm sitting here reading a My Little Pony story, my first thought should not be, there's not enough sex.
Yeah.
Anytime I read a story, that's the first thing that pops into my head. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you guys.
Fucking, this podcast has ruined me. Like, I can't
There's not enough sex. Oh,
fanfics anymore, because I'm just like, so when's Trixie gonna fuck her?
Oh, God. Okay,
you will know it's bad when you watch the show. That's the first thing that pops into your
Oh my god, I'm so glad. The funny thing is that I'm the one that reads these, and yet I don't even think about clopfics.
Neither do I.
Like, no, like when I watch the show, I don't think about them, and I don't
Neither
read
do I.
pony fanfics, so...
Oh, there's some really good ones. I
I
don't
read
want to ruin our podcast because it's for bad fanfics, but everyone listening, stop what you're doing. You're making terrible decisions with your lives.
There are so many better things you could be listening to right now.
Yeah, and go
We're lying, of course.
and
These
look up-
are wonderful pieces of American literature.
Yeah, and look up on femfiction letters from the end of the world. It is a beautiful story.
You're totally ruining.
Oh yeah, I gotta get back in my persona.
Of
Nipples.
remember where I was.
your persona is nipple. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. Continue.
No, I'm sitting here like haven't you heard me like whispering like that?
I'm picturing you there with like a pair of McDonald's French fries just rubbing your nipples.
Actually, I'm actually pinching.
I want to burn my eyes out now. Thanks.
I'm sitting here pinching my nipples for realism.
Yeah.
And
I'm done for the night.
I'm
done.
officially taking over now. Okay. Your order is number 95. Your order should be done in a few minutes. Have a nice day. Who's next in line? I can help you over here. Mac moved over to the side and checked his receipt to make sure that everything had been properly charged.
We can skip this entire fucking paragraph. Can we skip paragraphs?
Yeah, hold on. Blah, 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 his food is ready, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The stallion waved goodbye as Big Mac left the store and headed back to Sweet Apple Acres. There was a special place that he liked to eat a Big Mac.
Bow, bow.
Are we ready?
Big Mac sat down in the small shed that stood beside the locked barn.
This is a great bar.
Wasn't this the same? No, he did that in the cellar.
Great.
Never mind. This was his tool shed, and no pony was allowed to go in there except for him. This was especially useful for when he needed some alone time, such as right now. He dumped his wrapped burger out of its paper bag and into his waiting hoof. His body was just trembling, merely thinking about, okay, I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Sesame seed bun, very first thing that caught his eye. It was so fluffy, but so firm. And it held the contents of the sandwich like a champion.
Ooh.
Okay, what the fuck fetish does Big Mac have?
Ooh. No, I want to hear more. Go on. Come on.
Oozing, delicious cheese melted and flowed slightly down the tender hay patty like a lava pool of yellow. And that orangish pink special sauce coating the lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. Mac took
Wait, no. Coating the lettuce, tomatoes, and onions?
And
There's a question mark.
is there a question mark?
Onions?
Yeah!
What?
But that's like, no, it's not always like that, though. It's kind of like, oh, and you know that thing I did? It's kind of like that. It's like me, like, stabbing your mom and then being like, oh, and you know that thing that I did? Yeah, I stabbed her. It's kind of like that.
I stabbed her? I
No!
don't remember doing that.
It's not, no. He knows the answer to the question. He's just, oh my god. Okay, anyway.
The
and
subtleties of this are lost on us, gentlemen.
Yeah.
This story doesn't have any subtleties. It's got everything in fucking massive detail. Nothing is left to the imagination.
Mac took a deep breath to prepare himself, then lifted the top bun. Immediately, he pinpointed the red onions and pulled them out. Come here, baby. I just want to taste you so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Max pulled the onions into his mouth and licked them. His tongue... Okay, this is making me feel uncomfortable. And I've read Food-a-Shy.
Don't bring up Food-a-Shy, please.
Never bring up Food-a-Shy.
His tongue caught the special sauce, coating them, and immediately a tangy sweetness enveloped.
Sauce.
Mac let out a small moan as he nibbled on the tip of the red onions.
Yeah.
A satisfying crunch echoed throughout the silent shed as Mac felt another weight
crunchy.
wash over his tongue.
Giggity.
This time, though, it was more akin to the sweet saliva of another pony's waiting mouth. Oh, I've been waiting for this all
Oh,
day.
saliva! All in my burger!
I've been waiting for this all day, and you are not disappointing.
Giggity.
Oh, my God.
Giggity, giggity.
Max sighed contentedly. He licked the onions again, savoring the tang of the Thousand Island special sauce, combining with the natural juices of the onions. With a smile, he opened his... How long does it take you to eat a fucking onion? Oh, my God.
That's why I'm fucking trying to make it entertaining by being creepy in the background.
He opened his mouth wide and shoved the onions
So
in.
wide.
Max began to chew with a methodical precision.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Each
yeah.
bite brought a crunch, and more of the
Good.
glorious flavor came flooding over his tongue. As the onion bits
Oh,
became
my
softer and
tongue's so
smaller,
covered in cum, I mean flavor.
Max relished the feel of their texture on his outer molars. At this point, he was drooling like a foal staring at his first crunch. And I'm not even at the actual burger yet. Max
That's
swallowed
right, you're tearing it
and
apart like a weirdo.
as he felt the incredible sound. Max picked up the rest of the burger and eyed it hungrily. His stomach twisted and turned at the very sight of the Big Mac before him.
Oh, yeah.
Max closed his eyes and leaned in gently,
It's a
licking the sesame seed bun. A stray seed, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Itself
Fucking,
into his
are
mouth
you shitting me? The first seed?
Yeah.
and rested on his tongue. He crunched it up in his molars, enjoying the small euphoria the seed from crunching the tiny seed. All right, Mac, it's time for the big show.
The big show.
He pressed down on the burger with his forehooves, hoping to squish it into a small enough state to take a bite out of it.
Oh, yeah.
He took the plunge. Is it just him eating it? Because I'm going to be pissed.
Am I the only one who's actually starting to get worried that the end of this fanfic is basically the author going in right after enjoying that such a delicious burger? Big Mac went home and raped Apple Bloom. The end.
That's how I would end it. I mean, shit.
That's amazing. All right, here we go.
He
Continue.
took the plunge and took a
I'm
large...
getting hungry for McDonald's right now.
I know, right? Took a large bite out of the burger. It felt like his taste buds had just been dropped into a large-scale military invasion and were being overwhelmed by the forces of taste and texture.
So textury.
Whoa.
You could say that these flavors were a war chakra. No, I'm not even going to... No, the
What?
terrible, the terrible...
A what
terrible
crime?
jokes. Just no, go.
Hold on, I have to drink something. Okay, it's water, people. The mouthful had a particularly large portion of special sauce and cheese, and the sharp savoriness of the cheese combined with the tang of the sauce filled him with a pleasure that he'd very rarely experienced before.
Not
The
even
tender,
sex.
the tender hay patty contrasted nicely with the loud crunch of the lettuce and the sweet juice of the tomato. Mac moaned with pleasure as he worked the mouthful, enjoying every last crunch, a bit of flavor before he swallowed it. As the bite fell down his throat, Mac felt a warmth growing in his loins. Mac felt his penis swelling and become hard as he stared at the burger. A beauty like you is just too good to eat. He caressed the firm sponge of the burger with his hoof, gently stroking it and whispering sweet nothings to it. I'm going to give you the best night of your life, hon. Mac lifted the top hat, gazing at the glistening...
Never look at a McDonald's burger the same way again.
I
Fine
already
now.
hate McDonald's, so it's fine.
His penis was fully erect and at attention, like a lazy cadet around a harsh drill sergeant.
Nate, you're
Finally.
familiar with that.
Mac placed his dick on top of the stack and put the top bun back on top. He moaned with pleasure as he felt the special sauce coating his sausage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's...
Doesn't McDonald's have a sausage sandwich now, too?
that.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't want to know, dude. Let's be honest. It's fucking A. We were wanting this moment to come, and then now it's here, and we wish it kind of wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
He felt like he was a part of his love now. And the sauce gave his dick a slight sting, causing him to moan with pleasure. It was like the burger was lubricating him, trying to make his job easier. Thank you kindly, ma'am. I promise I'll be gentle. Oh my gosh.
I promise I'll be gentle.
I like how he's fucking talking to the burger. And
he's so
referring to it as ma'am.
to his burgers.
And just fucking it in general. That's another interesting note.
Oh my god, no, shut up. Shut up.
Wait,
I'm
what?
reading, just shut up.
What did you say? Tell me.
Mac began to pump his dick gently at first, going at a snail's pace to accommodate his partner. He pressed his hoof down on top of the bun to make sure that the contents stayed firmly in place as he fucked them gently. Mac moaned, sounding like a tree straining against heavy...
You're cutting out. You're cutting out what?
Oh my god.
Mac moaned, sounding like a tree straining against the heavy wind as his penis contacted the cheese. The cheese slowed his pumping
With the cheese.
No, shut up. The slight viscosity of the cheese slowed his pumping and held his penis firmly in place, forcing him to pull back harder than before. Oh, you're a fighter, eh? I like that.
Now he's raping
What?
the burger. Now he's raping it, people. It's official. It's official. The burger does not consent. The burger does not consent.
Slowly but surely, Mac began to pump his meat faster. The cheese...
Pump that meat.
The cheese still offered some resistance, and since it was fresh, it warmed the bottom of his penis. Mac moaned as the friction being created heated it up even more, causing the warmth to spread even further. Mac blushing heavily as he continued to pump, feeling his dick start to spasm. Damn, hon, you're real good at this. I think I'll come pretty soon. Big Mac moaned through a small chuckle, but first, let me give the rest of you a little love. He pulled his penis out of the burger, eyeing it lovingly. Then he lifted the top half and placed his erect member atop the lettuce and tomato. Immediately, the acidity of the tomato juice caused him to hiss from the stinging pain. Really? He began to pump again immediately as he felt the sting settle into a constant, pleasuring haze in the back of his mind. His dick pounded the tomatoes as more and more juice began to splash out of the disintegrating fruit, causing the stinging to get stronger. Damn, that stinks so good. Go, baby. Almost done.
Say that line again.
Don't read that again.
Oh.
As his penis pushed further and faster, and he finally pounded the tomatoes into a pulp, he immediately...
I'm just... I don't even know anymore.
I'm trying to read.
Oh. And this, boys and girls, is how ketchup is made.
Good thing I don't like ketchup.
How McDonald's ketchup is made.
They have a fucking horse rape the burgers. It's the Big Mac special sauce.
Oh my god, shut up.
Okay.
That's Big Mac special sauce right there, baby.
Hey, shut up, I'm trying to read it. He immediately felt the effect of the select. Its rigid, cold veins bumped along his skin as it slid back and forth. Rigid, cold veins. Shut up! Somebody stroking it with inexperience. Oh, Celestia, keep going, use those hips. I can't see it.
Oh, sweet Celestia.
Okay. The larger bumps made Max squeak involuntarily, providing a sudden
Squeak, you gotta squeak.
no,
Yes.
a sudden surge of ecstasy. Okay, I'm coming, baby. Hold on. Max
Sound like Elvis having sex.
I don't care. Like, here and began pumping at speed that would make Rainbow Dash jealous. As he pumped quicker and quicker, his face contorting with desperate concentration. With a final shout, Max pulled the stick directly over the center of the patty and blew his load. Creamy, white semen covered the burger and spilled over the sides, intermixing with the orange's pink sauce to make a vivid shade of pink. Max smiled as he pulled his dick out of the now squashed burger inside. Oh, man, you always know how to give Stallion the best time. Thanks for that. I've got to take you out to the trash now. Don't exactly want to eat you now, do I? Oh, really? Okay. He chuckled as he picked up the burger and pulled out some of the napkins that had come with his meal. He quickly wiped the sauce and cheese off of his member to the best of his abilities. Max quickly made his way over to the dumpster beside the barn, not wanting any pony to see him. To his massive displeasure, he heard a familiar voice call his name. Max took a few deep breaths, trying to get his heart and breathing to a more steady pace. Luckily for him, he felt his penis resheathing itself as a pony landed behind him, causing him to jump a bit. He turned around, only to come face to face with a rainbow-maned man. Hey, Mac, is AJ around now? I really can't do Rainbow Dash at all.
No, but you feel good. Mac having sex with a big man.
I just kind of read ahead a little bit, and it's bad. Let's keep going.
Shut up. No spoilers. She and I were supposed to go racing in the wild woods in like an hour. I wanted to know if she was ready to get her flank kicked. Max shook his head, putting the burger over the open dumpster in order to drop it inside. You sure? I guess I'll wait. Just wait for her by the... Hey, are you throwing away a Big Mac? What the hell is wrong with you, dude? If you're not going to eat it, then I'll take it from you. Before he could protest, Rainbow had already grabbed the burger from his outstretched hoof and taken a rather large bite. Shock as he gulped. Oh, Buck. He just... Rainbow slowly stopped chewing the burger, the gears in her mind beginning to turn themselves. She dropped the burger as her jaw hung open wide. Mac merely looked down at the ground, filling with shame. I'm sorry, I just... Dude, what's in this? Seriously, this tastes great. Even better than the original, I'd say. I love the thicker sauce, too. Is this like a special recipe? I love the thicker sauce. Rainbow Dash-eyed Big Mac curiously, her head tilting to the side. Yeah, it's my special sauce. I made it for myself.
Yeah, he did make it himself. He did.
Call it.
Hey, you gotta open your own fast food place with recipes like these. Anyways, gotta go. See you later, Mac. Wasn't she gonna wait for AJ?
Yeah, exactly.
What? Rainbow Dash?
What the fuck are you doing, Rainbow Dash?
Well, this guy leaving behind a rainbow-colored blur. Open my own fast food restaurant, huh? I wonder. The clerk behind the counter looked at the mayor in front of him. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to Burger King. How may I take you?
It's the Burger King.
May I take your order? Yes. Can I get a Whopper and a small order of fries? The mayor asked politely. The cashier nodded and took her order, calling it out to the back kitchen. Behind the scenes, as furiously humping Stallion nodded and blew his load into a readily made burger and put the top button back on, smiling at his work. Whopper's ready, Scarlett. How are you doing on those fries? Is the new batch of oil ready yet? The cook turned towards the deep fryers as scarlet-colored Pegasus was hovering above the fry vat, fiercely hoofing herself.
I like how it's called hoofing.
What?
I'm never going to eat burgers. I should say again. Nor is the term hoofing it ever going to mean the
I've been doing this for, like, in 3 hours. I think I'm about to pass. The mare came into the fryer vat, her juices joining, and 3 hours of hard work. The lead cook leaned into the vat and saw that it was 3/4 full. All right, looks good enough, Scarlet. Why don't you go take the rest of the day off? You worked hard today. This batch should last us until Tempest shift. Use the back door. In the corner of the room, a big red sign smiled. It was Big Mac, smiling and looking at his great invention, Burger King. Who would have thought that the franchise would catch on so soon? Mac was proud of his workers. But they
Hey, you cut out.
So
Read that
bad.
again.
We need to hear this. We need to know.
Mac was proud of his workers. The food they made was simply orgasmic.
Puns.
Mac breathed a happy sigh as he brought the finished meal out to the mayor who had ordered it, a contented smile on his face. Here you go, Fluttershy. Enjoy your meal. Damn, this is good. I love having it my way.
That's...
I love having it my way.
There is...
I'm picturing Big Mac dressed up as the Burger King kid.
No.
Creepy ass grin on his face.
The author's note, it says, this is my first clopfic. It was a request for a friend. It's part of an event that I'm doing called Sexual Saturdays. Every Saturday, I'll go through a pool of requests of clopfic ideas and write a few of them for you. They can be absolutely anything. I do reserve the right to deny requests if they involve rape or fall con, but other than that, any pairing or fetish is fine. If you want to see a certain clopfic made, then just comment on your request. Wait, so then what else has this person written?
Oh my god, we need to go through this person's shit right now.
We need to fucking post all this dude's information to our fans and be like, go crazy!
Yes.
This dude will do anything!
He'll do anything. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You wanna see Pinkie Pie fuck a cupcake? Let's do it!
Oh my
Wanna see
God,
Pinkie
this
Pie fuck a cupcake she made by killing Rainbow Dash?
Oh.
This person has at least 20 stories.
Oh my gosh.
It's like amazingness.
This
This is the gold mine.
is beautiful.
Yeah,
There-
but not all of them are like
There's a
a Philly's Nightwear, Dear
There's a
Loon.
tear in my eye.
Aw, man, most of them are teen.
What?
Bummer.
Lame. Boo.
Hold on.
According to this, he has 36 stories.
Well, I think
Teen.
he has at least
Teen.
20. That means at the very least he has 20.
Everyone, teen. Everyone.
Wait.
Teen
Where did he make...
sex?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that
It's
is.
teen. Here's one called Angel, and it's rated teen gore. The Supermarket Ghost, teen gore. Luna reads her fan mail, teen. Rainbow Dash and the End of Daring Do, everyone. Rarity rides the gravy train. What the fuck?
What the
Twilight eats a bagel.
What?
None of these... Aw.
Dick in a box.
I guess we ran his only clopstick.
Does-
Either that or he doesn't...
Okay.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Not sure what it is. It's rated teen and sex. It's called Dick in a Box, and it's one of his stories.
Well, put it on the list, because I think we're done with this episode.
I'd like to be I'd like
Have your way.
No, we're done with this
God.
episode, right? That was 2 stories.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, that
So-
was... Yeah, those 2.
That was his only clop.
Oh.
Never mind, fam.
No.
Don't go this dude shit.
You
Fuck
fucking
him.
suck.
Tell him to bring back Sexual Saturdays. And tell him the Magiculation podcast crew sent you.
We demand it.
And if he asks who the fuck are they, go track down his IP address, go to his house, and stab his family. Alright, that's the end of the episode.
Dear God. the hell's wrong with you?
That's the end of the episode. Bye.
Well, on that note, we're Magiculation, and this is only the second.
Your way.
This is. Shut up. This is only the second day of clopmas, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, this is going to be a long December, isn't it?
Big Mac can't do me. A burger full of screwed cheese. I can't think of a better one. Fuck you.